You're watching TVC Breakfast. Now, the federal government and 4 aviation unions may be headed for a showdown over the plan to concession the 4 international airports in the country. The unions say the plan is against public interest and have also announced their intention to embark on a nationwide protest. Now, the Minister of Aviation last week received the certificate of compliance from the Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission, giving the government the stamp to go ahead with the process. Now, the unions say airport concession would lead to massive job losses in the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria. Danjuma Ahmed, the chairman, Air Transport Services Senior Staff Association, FAN, joins me now via Skype to give us perspectives to this. Danjuma, it's good to have you join us right now. Now, when it comes to, thank you. When it comes to the issues of concession, everyone would say, of course, it's good to make the airports viable, but there are all variables in the process of concessioning. I'll need you to pass us through what it would take on the ideal basis if any airport has to be concessioned, not a green airport, not starting it from the scratch, an airport that is existing before. If it has to be concessioned, what are the factors to be considered before it can be allowed to go ahead?
Yes, I think it's clear the ICIC rule is there, and it gives room for you to carry out a greenfield concession. There are parameters we have to deal with. And among these parameters is, first of all, looking at that facility to determine the value and what you really want to concession in that facility. Let's take the airport as an example now. An airport is a massive land and consisting of a lot of factors, equipments, departments, and places of work. Okay, you need to identify from the beginning, what do I really want to concession? And why do I really want to concession in the first place? If you say you are not having value for your money, or the level of work, you are not satisfied with it, or you are not convinced with the services being provided by that particular airport, then you will now find out what were the reasons why these things were not there. Is it the fault of the management of the airport, or in this case in Nigeria, is it the fault of government for not injecting money to bring up the facilities to the required level? Or is it the staff that are working that are not doing their best to make sure that they will get value for money? These are the issues you look at. When you establish that, then you now say, okay, fine. If I identify, let's say, for example, I want to concession the runway. The runway includes the landing and the parking area of an aircraft. Is it that I cannot be able to manage or provide a better runway for the airlines to operate? Is it that I cannot be able to provide a better parking position for the aircraft to park? Or if I'm looking at the terminal buildings, is it the structure that is dilapidated that I want to rehabilitate it? Or is it I want to build another one? Then if it is a land site, is it the parking area that you're not comfortable the way the parking area is being managed, or how it looks like, the beauty and the scenery? These are the factors you look at first before you venture into any concession agreement. If you establish that, fine, let's take for example that, okay, I need to concession the terminal building, for example, because this is a place where people come, you need to have a better service, better lounges, toilets, and everything should be working perfectly all right. Okay, if you agree that, okay, this is what I want to do, then look at the content of that particular area. Do I have challenges? What do I need to put in place first? Because, like I said, most of these terminals are virtually concessioned. Nothing left in that terminal that is not being managed by other individuals or businesses. So what do I do with those businesses? If I'm saying, fine, you, my manager for this place, I don't like the way you are running this place, I want to give somebody. Okay, what happened to the agreement I entered into with the previous concessionaires? These are issues you need to outline and discuss and find a way out of it before you engage, or you say you want to hand over to another person. What are the consequences of your action? These are issues you should look at. Or what can I do to make these people that are working in that place better so that they can give me what I want? You have not exhausted all this. I want to jump and hand over national asset to individuals that we are not sure of whether they can be able to deliver or not.
All right. Now, it's good to make us understand the picture from that window. Now, as it is right now, it is no longer news that the minister has received the certificate to go ahead. What scenarios can play out if the federal government decides they still want to go ahead since they've been issued the certificate to begin the process to concession?
Yeah. No, the issue is that the outline business case certificate is already, the process has been on. The transaction advisor was appointed. He submitted his initial report to the ICRC, which was vetted. We all vetted it, and before we allowed him to continue with the next process, he's now submitted the outline business case. From outline business case, you now move to full business case discussion. That is where the nitty-gritty is. You understand? If the minister gets the fake approval that he should go ahead with the full business case discussion, that is why all the items that need to be looked into, including the labor issues, will be discussed. We cannot force government not to do what they want to do. It's their own facility. But what we are saying, as minority, as critical stakeholders, we should be listened to. We will give the government the necessary advice on how best to go about it. If they insist that they must do the concession, we have our own advice that will also give the government, okay, fine, if you insist this is what you want to do, why not do this, do that, so that we will not be in trouble in the nearest future. This kind of concession it looks like rehabilitate, operate, and transfer. Rehabilitate, operate, and transfer come with consequences. Take an example of dichotomy. It's rehabilitate, operate, and transfer. It is a very, very terrible agreement that we entered into, even though I can tell a whole brief for ICRC, there was no ICRC when that concession was entered into. But ICRC came in, we were not able to resolve the problem.
All right. Now, Danjuma, before I let you go, there was a statement from your unions that they will make the aviation industry ungovernable if the government decides to go ahead. Is that supposed to be the case?
No, not really. When you say you make the industry ungovernable, okay, it's a statement to tell you that we have something to offer in case if we are not listening to.
All right. Let's leave it at that. Thank you very much, Danjuma Ahmed, for your time on the program. Thank you.